Have you ever accidentally let your kid read, watch, or play something that turned out to be problematic or worse, super racist? Well, stay tuned to hear 5 tips for reviewing children's content for racial bias. Hi YouTube! Welcome to the Anti-Racism Academy. I'm Brandy Blocker Anderson. I'm a triple Ivy League educated lawyer, teacher, activist, and the mother of an adorable 3-year-old named William. With intros out of the way, let's get into these 5 tips for reviewing children's content for racial bias. Number 1, review the author's perspective. This means analyzing the content to assess the source. In the case of books, it means reviewing who the author is. All authors are influenced by their personal biases and their positioning within society, as well as the cultural context from which they write. For example, for the longest, children's books in the US were mainly authored and illustrated by white middle-class people. As a result, only a single cultural and class perspective dominated children's literature. These days, there are more and more authors who reflect a range of cultural and personal experiences. Some questions to ask yourself are, what qualifies the author to deal with the subject? What's the author's attitude towards their story characters? Do the images reflect respect and accuracy on the part of the illustrator? Do you have a balance of books by authors and illustrators that reflect a range of identities and experiences? Another strategy for picking up on the author's biases is to watch for loaded words and phrases. Examples of adjectives applied to people of color that carry racist overtones include savage, primitive, superstitious, backward, inscrutable, and treacherous. Always consider the context in which a word is used and to whom it applies. You should also check the copyright date to see when the content was first published. Now, just because a text or program was published recently doesn't necessarily mean that it'll be free of racist shenanigans. However, since the 70s, the range of accurate, respectful, and diverse children's materials has been increasing. Number 2, check the characters and illustrations for stereotypes. A stereotype is an oversimplification about a particular identity group. When books, films, and other forms of media rely on stereotypes, they objectify and dehumanize people. Another related and equally harmful idea is tokenism. When texts feature all white characters and one person of color, or similarly, when a class syllabus has all white authors except for one, these are examples of tokenism, which reinforces the idea that whiteness is a norm and people of color are other. Also, consider if images depict all people as genuine individuals with distinct rather than stereotypical features. When you come across offending content, either use these materials to teach your kids how to spot and critique them, or eliminate them from your kids' collection altogether. Which do you think is the right approach? Comment down below with a 1 if you think parents and teachers should use materials with stereotypes to teach kids about them, or with a 2 if we should get rid of these materials altogether. Number 3, review the plot for stereotypes. Even if a book or other media show more diversity, the plot may still carry subtle and not so subtle biased messages. Do the stories show people of color as needing help or in passive roles while depicting whites in leadership and action roles? How are the problems conceived, presented, and resolved? Your book collection needs a balance of different people in doer roles. Does a character of color have to exhibit extraordinary qualities to gain acceptance or approval? For example, do they have to be exceptionally understanding or forgiving? Number 4, review the characters' lifestyles. Ask yourself whether the lifestyles of the people of color in the story contrast unfavorably with that of white middle-class suburban life. Are negative value judgments implied about cultural differences compared to white culture? Or do the images and information go beyond oversimplification and offer genuine insights into the lifestyle of the characters in the story? Does your collection depict diversity among people within a specific racial or ethnic group? For example, does your collection feature a range of family structures, living environments, socioeconomic conditions, and types of work? Number 5, analyze the power dynamics. Ask whether there's a balance of power among the book's characters, or if whites are the central figures while people of color play supporting roles. Does your book collection include heroes of color? And when they do appear, are they admired for the same qualities that make the white heroes famous? Are the traits and actions of the protagonist reflective of their cultural group? Do some of these texts include struggles for justice? Other questions to consider are, will children of color see one or more characters with whom they can readily and positively identify? Does your overall collection balance all of your kids' backgrounds? Or does it consist mainly of books reflecting white, middle-class, two-parent suburban families with few books that bring diversity? Do your books reinforce or counteract messages that teach kids to feel inferior or superior because of their skin color? To help you assess the books and other media you expose your kids to for racial bias, I've included a link in the description box to a free checklist that covers these factors and the questions we've covered in this video. And if you'd like to check out books by authors of color, please follow The Brown Bookcase, Books of Melanin, and The Conscious Kid on Instagram. And if you liked this video or found it at all helpful, please like the video, leave us a comment, share the video with your circles, and subscribe to this channel for more related content. And power to the people, fist bump that notification bell so you can be notified whenever we upload new videos. I've been your host, Brandy Blocker Anderson. Thank you so much for watching.